Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
10 luckiest people on the planet. I don't know about you, but I feel that we use the idiom lucky dog way too loosely nowadays. If you think finding $20 in a jacket pocket that you didn't know existed is lucky, then after watching this, your definition of luck will change altogether. These people take that luck to the peak, making destiny seem more than just a philosophy. Without further ado, here are 10 luckiest people on the planet. Number 10, Bill Morgan. Bill Morgan may be a man who clearly defied the chances. After cheating death, he never thought he could be this lucky, but fate showed him that his luck wasn't over. He went from almost losing it all to achieve more than he could ever imagine. In 1999, he was just a truck driver living in an RV in Australia. That same year, unfortunately, he got into a pretty bad accident and came close to dying. No, let's phrase it right. He clinically died for 14 minutes, but the doctors were able to get his heart going again. Lucky, right? After getting out of a coma, he proposed to his girlfriend, who didn't disappoint him. After his engagement, Bill Morgan decided to undertake his luck at the lottery. He purchased a scratch-off ticket and won a car worth about $17,000 Australian at the time. Bill was expectedly overjoyed. Hearing his story, the local news decided to do a feature on him. Well, it was during that process that he got another surprise. The ticket he was told to scratch off just for filming was yet another win. A $250,000 winner, to be exact. In front of the live TV, he announced his luck one more time. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 9, Stomu Yamaguchi. Let's return to the historic days of World War II to the sole official double survivor of the atomic blasts that hit Japan, Stomu Yamaguchi. He was 29 years old when he was blown to the ground by the first attack on Hiroshima. Badly burnt, he was able to spend the night in a Hiroshima bomb shelter and return to his hometown, Nagasaki, the following morning, only to experience horror again. How unfortunate! But Yamaguchi was lucky to survive both atomic bombs, though he lost his hearing in his left ear and suffered from acute leukemia, cataracts, and other bomb-related illnesses. He passed away at 93 after becoming a vocal supporter of nuclear disarmament, pleading the abolition of nuclear weapons at the UN at the age of 90. Number 8, Martin Dejong. A Dutch cyclist, Martin Dejong, 29 at the time, escaped tragedy twice after being scheduled to fly both the Malaysia Airlines passenger jets that were involved in international aviation crises. He had been scheduled to travel from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing on his way to a race in Taiwan. He arrived at the airport and found a direct flight to Taiwan, making him switch his ticket. After landing safely in Taiwan, he heard that his supposed flight, MH370, vanished over the Indian Ocean. Fate didn't fail him again when he had a direct flight from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur, and at the last minute, he realized that he could save money by flying to Frankfurt and changed planes. The MH17 was later shot down over Ukraine, claiming the lives of almost all 300 passengers on board. I don't know about you, but so far, he's the luckiest in my opinion. Changing plane flights last minute to go for a better deal, only to find out that fate never wanted you on those planes after all. I call that lucky. Number 7, Anders Hellstrom. I'm more than a little skeptical of this story. I mean, I thought Martin Dejong was lucky when Anders Hellstrom escaped a meteorite in a fraction of a second while jumping over Norway. Anders had unknowingly recorded the meteorite on his head-mounted camera, which makes it the first time that a meteorite is filmed in its post-incandescent phase. After watching the video footage from the jump, Hellstrom noticed that a gray rock rippled right in front of him, missing him by only a few feet. If he had jumped a fraction of a second later, he wouldn't have been on our list today. seems this time to leave the world had not yet arrived. Number 6. Lena Paulsson. We've talked about lucky men. Here's a lucky woman, or rather a lucky couple. While gathering carrots in her vegetable garden, Lena Paulsson came across an unusual harvest. A small carrot with her missing gold band fastened tightly around it. The missing wedding band, set with 7 small diamonds, was lost while Lena Paulsson was baking at her home in rural central Sweden. She and her husband searched their house and property to no avail. They'd even lost hope of ever finding the ring until 16 years later. Number 5. Concetta Antico. When Concetta Antico looks at a leaf, she doesn't just see green, but much more than that. She doesn't see these colors not because she's an artist, but because she's a tetrachromat, giving her eyes the power to see up to 100 times more colors than a normal human being. An average person has 3 cones, which enables him or her to see about 1 million colors. But Antico is lucky to have 4 cones, so her eyes are capable of picking up an estimated color of 100 million that the average person cannot. After noticing the difference in her vision at an early age of 7, Antico began painting. Through her painting instruction methods, she has taught color-deficient art students to find a better appreciation of color in their art. Number 4. Colin and Chris Ware. A couple from Largs in Ayrshire, Chris and Colin Ware, won the largest lottery ever claimed in Britain. They scooped £161 million on the Euro Millions in 2011. The couple set up the Ware Charitable Trust in 2013 and donated to a community football club in their local Largs. Patrick Thistle Football Club also obtained investment from them, leading to the youth setup being rebranded the Thistle Ware Youth Academy and a section of the stadium being named the Colin Ware Stand. Years after their luck, the pair, who have 2 grown-up children, unfortunately returned to headlines and confirmed they would be divorcing after 38 years of marriage. Listening to these stories, I'm feeling quite unlucky already. Do you have any scenarios where you have been lucky? Maybe you won a lottery or something? Why don't you tell us in the comments down below? Number 3. Frane Celak. Frane Celak of Croatia features a reputation as the world's luckiest, or unluckiest depending on how you look at it. His unbelievable yet true story begins on a cold winter's day in 1962. While riding the rails from Sarajevo to Dubrovnik, a freak accident saw his train catapulted into a river. Frane managed to escape and swim to shore. Little did he know that was the beginning of a series of bizarre events that would transpire over the next 40 years of his life. The very next year, Frane was flying from Zagreb to Rijeka. He reported that an accident saw a malfunctioning door detached from the aircraft, which presently crashed. 19 people lost their lives, while Celak was reportedly found in a haystack, having survived with only minor injuries. Another 2 years glided by before Frane's next brush with death. The unfortunate man was in another disastrous accident when the bus he was riding again plunged into a river. There were 4 lives lost, but again, he came out largely unscathed. There are many more times that Frane has cheated death, which comes to our big question. Is Celak the unluckiest man in human history to have had all these tragedies befall him? Or is he the luckiest man for having outlived them? Your answer will depend if your glass is half empty or half full. Anyway, whatever happened along the way, Frane's story had a happy ending. He won a lottery ticket at 72 and spent the last of his winnings on a hip operation and on a shrine to the Virgin Mary in thanks for his good fortune. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. So if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on our future video. Number 2, Mary Grams. Based on our list, this isn't the first time someone has found a diamond ring on her carrot. Mary Grams got lucky 13 years later after getting an extra carrot with her diamond ring that was found in her vegetable garden. She was so devastated when she lost the ring that she never told her husband and instead went and bought a cheaper replacement ring and carried on as if nothing had happened. She only told her son about the ring. Their secret was discovered after his wife plucked a lumpy carrot with a ring on it. The son immediately knew whom the ring belonged to and called his mother. Mrs. Grams was really happy to see her lost ring, but only wished she'd told her husband the truth. We do love a happy ending. Number 1. Kevin Hillier. Kevin Hillier found one of the world's biggest gold nuggets, the Hand of Faith in Victoria, Australia. His metal detector must have been shooting off the charts when it passed over the outstanding nugget. Kevin and his wife Beth named their finding the Hand of Faith due to the extraordinary set of circumstances leading to its discovery. The Hand of Faith was only about a foot beneath the ground, resting in a vertical posture almost like hands together, fingers pointed in prayer. After its discovery, he took it to the casino and it was auctioned off, and the Golden Nugget Casino put in the winning bid, which was speculated to be about $1 million at that time. Currently, the Golden Nugget proudly displays the Hand of Faith for all its guests. I'd really love to meet a few of these people just to see if a little of their luck would rub off onto me. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below.